Creepier than a glory hole at 1 a.m. It's the Poddamn Idiotz podcast.
Space is the final frontier. Then this is just the pit stop at the rest area that is near. It's the Poddamn Idiotz podcast. It's the Poddamn Idiotz podcast. It's the Poddamn Idiotz podcast. It's the Poddamn Idiotz podcast in your ear. Poddamn Idiotz.
Poddamn Idiotz.
From the Be Slow, PD, NBC, and the usual place in San Marcos, Texas, where tumbleweeds are having an orgy, this is the Poddamn Idiotz podcast.
Bienvenido al Poddamn Idiotz podcast. De Michigan, la perra de la prison, Jay Hizzle. La pequeña pola, Ric Spade. Y las grande bolas, Lentas Leanda. Y soy muy guapo, Texas.
Oui.
I'm pretty sure you just said that he had some big balls.
Oui.
What?
Yes, I did call the officer of the group Big Balls. Yeah. And Jay,
Thank you.
Jay Hizzle is prison bitch, and Ric Spade is tiny penis.
Okay.
I'm in a pretty good position where I can whip that out. I'm pretty sure we can tell people that's wrong.
I'm surprised you guys weren't.
Glass.
I don't speak Spanish.
I
don't speak Spanish.
First, I thought you said polo, so I thought you were calling me a chicken. I was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on here.
I was speaking French.
Yeah, that was my special intro for this week.
Good job.
Do you actually know Spanish, or is that literally everything you know?
I think you used Google Translate.
Muy poquito español. Sí, Google Translate, but then I had a guy at work verify that that's what it said.
Nice.
Hopefully he's not pulling your leg.
I was convinced that you knew Spanish.
Nah, poquito español.
Yep, I know like Chiquito Taco Bell.
After 17 years, you'd think I know more than I do, but you know.
And I now know how to pronounce quesadilla. If you look at it, it looks like it says quadilla.
What about fajita?
It looks like it says
vagina.
Yes.
And jalapeno looks like jalapeno.
It does.
You leave jalapeno alone. He didn't do anything to you.
Confuses me sometimes, but it's okay.
So, if you guys haven't realized it and you're watching the YouTube version of this does not look like our usual setting. We are on remote location at the Be Slow PD.
So the dice got rolled in the game of Jumanji for June, and it brought crazy little pop-up storms where you're like, oh, that's not going to do anything, and crazy winds that knock down trees everywhere, and next thing you know, you're out of electricity. But don't worry. The power company says it'll be back in a couple hours. And a couple hours later, no, don't worry, they were wrong. It's going to be back tonight.
Except at Be Slow PD. I got more firewood. Didn't lose power.
It's true, you didn't. There's power here.
It's true. 50% of
water.
the host of the show lost power.
And next thing you know, it's a day later, and then they're like, nah, maybe tomorrow. So, you know, I don't even know what it's like to have running water or electricity anymore. Here's Ric Spade.
Well, I have running water, so,
okay.
You know, I kind of rag bath, but, you know, I still smell clean. It's fine.
I don't know what it's like to have that anymore. I don't
Rick took a horse bath.
Hey, you know what? The only thing I was missing was the whore, so it's a damn shame. Damn shame. So any of you whores out there, you can reach me at Poddamn Ric Spade. Will you quit licking the cream out of fucking Oreos? Jesus.
Rick,
you know, Rick.
Discount.
I know we're supposed to get into our discussion of how our week's going, but there is a new resort where I think it's $4,500, and it's for
All-inclusive?
4 nights or something like that. And they start you off with basically 2 whores, and then if you're done with them, you can switch them out with another guy, like trade, and you get all the drugs and sex you want for 4 days.
Sloppy seconds, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, hot dog down the hallway.
I'm going to guess this isn't in America or Canada.
Okay, wait. So think about this for a minute. Why would I want to trade for somebody that's already been jizzed in?
Hey, I'm just letting you know.
I'm just saying.
You can keep the 2 all you want. It's just,
I'd rather keep the 2. There's different positions. It would be fine. I'm not be like, hey, Larry. I know that one's got bigger boobs than mine. Can we switch? Did you hit that yet?
Oh, I thought you were calling the prostitute Larry. I thought you chose the gay ones.
Whoa, I'm too close to my
You're too close to me, but you're coming on my camera trying to lick me. You fucking freak.
All right. Anyways,
Harry.
how's your guys' weeks going?
I thought I ordered a Mary. Sorry.
There was a Barry and a Larry. No Mary.
Oh, no. Oh, weeks.
I'm getting you a stripper named Gary for your bachelor party now, Dick.
Well, besides losing electricity, on Sunday, some friends came up from Toledo, Ohio, and invited Captain B and I and some peeps to the zoo. And the zoo, like, I've never seen so many people in line at the zoo. Like, everyone's like, something is open. I want to get in. Like, literally, it was like, have you seen it that long before?
Except us members, we were able to walk right on in now. That was nice.
I saw the videos and the pictures of you chasing the peacocks, you pervert.
Oh, yeah.
That was for you.
Well, he had to get in.
So, when I got in...
You wanted to get in that peacock?
This is what I heard.
That line wasn't long.
Oh, great. The peacock's back.
Heard that the whole time we were there.
Yep. And I was like...
And they talked back.
And then they went... We had a nice conversation.
I heard
They
this
did a
on
mating
Snapchat.
dance.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. And yeah, the animals were in good mood, I think. They were happy to see people, perhaps. And no one really social distanced that much because no one was that worried. So, yeah, it was a good time. And then I hadn't gone to a Steak and Shake in a long time. And I had a shake and a grilled cheese sandwich because I like grilled cheese sandwiches. So,
sounds like your no more order.
Yeah, it was a good time. And it was a nice weekend. Oh, and then I got to go back to boxing class because they kind of semi-opened. Due to COVID, it's like really limited, and we're in the dark. But I got to hit a bag a few times, and it felt good.
Jay, how are you keeping a straight face watching those other 2 idiots try to touch each other constantly?
I'm talking about boxing.
I know you're talking about boxing. Dear Lord, Brian's attacking Rick with a hand puppet.
That's the whole reason why I was hoping we were doing it in the other room where I had a chair where I was away from him. And the worst he could do is play footsie under the table.
But anyway, it was a good week, I would say, besides the power going out, which was fun at first, but now it's kind of annoying. My car's stuck in my garage. And I maybe manually open it up, but the car is right below where I need to get to manually open it up.
Can't pull the red rope.
Well, I don't know. The red rope's over the car.
Just reach up and pull it. Your car's like 3 feet off the ground.
It's true. It's a really... Well, I might have to because it's supposed to be a nice day tomorrow. But
all right. Captain B, how was your week?
Oh, my week. I bought a barn today. Why is everybody waving at me? Or a shed, I would say. So I can empty out my garage. Josh goes.
You can see waved.
And I got my pool figured out. It's no longer green. It's now blue and clear.
That's how it's supposed to be.
And the pump is working. It's amazing.
You need electricity for that.
Yes, and we have that here.
It's pretty neat.
It just touched Rick here by mistake.
Right.
I got some firewood because the storms came in and knocked down a gigantic branch. So I got some more firewood. So that's good.
Nice.
I had a bunch of kindling from all the twigs that fell. And they all missed the pool.
So are we going to have a bonfire with s'mores one of these nights?
Oh, yeah.
It'll have to
We
be
thought
about
about it
October
tonight,
8th.
but this is going really late.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It'll have to be October 8th.
October 8th? Well, we could probably do s'mores then, too. There's never a bad day to do s'mores. It's true.
We can celebrate my birthday with s'mores right before Brian's
The
wedding.
more s'mores, the more fun.
Anything else? Be slow.
What?
Anything else happen this week besides the barn and everyone's invaded your house tonight?
You're really making them think.
No.
All right.
I cleaned the
Rick?
kitchen a couple times.
Good
I went
job.
to Target today and I bought a Golden Girls tank top.
You didn't loot anything, did you?
No, but I bought a
Just
Golden
make
Girls
sure.
tank top because thank you for being a friend.
Thank
Traveling
you
down
for
the road and
being
back
a
again.
friend.
Thank you for being a friend.
Do.
Let's see here.
Traveling
What
down
else?
the road and back again.
So let's see. I guess that would make you Betty White, Rick. Justin would be Blanche, or the tall one.
Wait, what am I?
No, I would be Blanche.
Wouldn't I be Rose because I'm kind of a whore?
Wasn't that Betty White?
Rose. That's Blanche. Rose is the air. I'd be Rose. I'm the airhead. I am Rose, the airhead.
That's right.
I
He
guess
would
I'm
be
the old
Blanche,
one.
And Justin would be, what's the tall one's name? Dorothy.
Dorothy.
I guess I'm the old one.
Tell us about Sicily.
Sophia.
Nah.
Sicily.
That's
talk
usually
about-
that's usually how Sophia started her stuff. Picture
Oh.
it.
I'll talk-
Sicily,
I thought
1912.
I'm like someone went to Italy.
I'll talk about Sicily later.
Other than that, I'm getting my tattoos on Tuesday because they're opening up tattoo shops and gyms.
Is that the unicorn one you've been talking about?
No, that's next time.
Oh, okay. What's
Oh.
this one?
So it's
damn it.
not it's not the unicorn where your belly button is the unicorn's butthole?
No, it was gonna get the cat with the cat hole butthole. Thank you. No, I'm getting the tattoo. Two of my favorite characters from Final Fantasy VI.
Nice. Venus and Flytrap?
Just because he wants to play with his penis on my camera, which is some kind of sexual harassment, I'm sure. We need to take this to HR there, Jay.
Do we have an HR?
We do know.
She just walked out. But yeah.
He must not be getting enough action or something if he's trying to touch me inappropriately.
Oh boy. For those listening to the podcast, Captain B is just really handsy tonight.
I've touched nobody.
You sick.
But just handsy with Ric Spade, so it's okay.
I still haven't touched anybody.
All right.
All right.
Let's see. If that's all Rick's week, mine has been pretty slow. We've been down at work pretty much all week because of things breaking. And yesterday I got sent home early, which is good because as soon as I got home, we had a water pipe bust at my house.
That's not good.
Well, luckily it was just a little PVC pipe and just had to go to Lowe's and buy a PVC cutter and some extra pipe and fix that right up. Other than that, my life's pretty boring. I work too much and then I come home and spend time with the kids. So
But on the bright side, you're making that money.
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 And you got
Well,
the electricity.
Will
That's true.
someone give him some ADHD medication or something for the love of God?
I think he's hyped up on sugar. He had a cookie. I told him to put the cookie down, but he didn't listen. Cookie.
Several
All
cookies,
right.
a beer.
But
Mr. Hizzle, do you have any news for us this week?
there is a lot happening in the world. First, I wanted to clarify something that we discussed last week because I've learned new information about Tiger King. I know that at least one of you is excited about that, and two of you don't believe in large cats.
Meow.
But that's okay. We can't all be winners. So
I didn't say tigers were invisible or some shit. I just fucking hate that show.
Well,
I agree with Rick.
Joe Exotic is very upset about what's happening, and he pretty much says he thinks he's going to be dead in 2 to 3 months, which is kind of weird, but he's in solitary, so I don't know how that's going to happen.
I got all excited because I thought somebody had finally turned off Beaslow's camera.
And the other thing is, I mean, you would think that everyone in jail would like him, right? Because he's famous, or maybe they don't know. Or maybe they don't like how we handled the cats. I don't know. But so Carol Baskins, like we discussed last week, got the zoo. What I did not know is that she only gets the zoo. And Jeff Lowe, who was running it, he gets to take the animals. And he's been building, at the end of Tiger King, he started building a bigger, nicer zoo. And it's just about complete. And so he is going to be taking all the animals.
So she gets land.
All she gets is the property, and he says he's not going to clean it up. He says she can take it. He thinks there's a person buried on the land, maybe a couple.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Yep. And he's like, I'm fine. She can take it. That takes it off my hands. I'm taking the animals. And apparently he's even negotiating to get some of Michael Jackson's elephants for his new zoo. He claims that he was offered them, and he wants to get a giraffe. So it's pretty exciting. And also, Jeff and his wife are working on a new reality TV series that's going to take place at the new zoo. So isn't that exciting? I'm excited.
I'll watch it.
I thought Michael Jackson had a giraffe.
Apparently a giraffe he's trying to get isn't Michael Jackson's giraffe, but he's trying to get his elephants. But think of the Tiger King. Most of the people in it really didn't benefit much from it, but Jeff Lowe, he's the businessman. He's cashing in. Because we got Mr. Exotic in jail, and then Carol became like the enemy, so no one, really is doing anything for her, and the rest of the people didn't really do much with their fame, I don't think.
Is he related to Rob Lowe?
Number 2, so. No, he actually, apparently, Jeff, he actually grew up in St. John's, Michigan, where my mom grew up. It's kind of cool.
Nice.
So my mom doesn't know him, but I thought that was kind of a fun statistic. So my mom's response was, I didn't really like it, though, when he took the small cats to Las Vegas. But, the cat's got to have fun too, right?
Sure, why not?
They're too young to gamble and drink.
So, and this next news is a little controversial, but just kind of interesting. Like, you don't see this too often. But in Seattle, it's raining outside, guys.
No.
No wind.
No, isn't it funny? Is that wind?
No. I don't want wind.
Oh, I thought it was rain. I thought it was funny because I said Seattle, and all of a sudden it started raining as if nature's listening in. But in Seattle, what happened was I don't know if you call them protesters or just citizens, but they actually took over 6 city blocks, including a police precinct, and they're calling it the CHAZ zone. And literally there are no cops there, and they're just letting them have it. So 6 blocks of anarchy.
That's called terrorism.
Well, apparently, though, by police not going there, all of them have been very nice, I guess. It says law enforcement officials are urging Seattle police to retake control of the East Precinct after hundreds of demonstrators overtook Monday the 6-block area that surrounds it. Officers effectively abandoned the area during violent clashes with demonstrators who were calling to defund the police. And the demonstrators have since set up occupancy in the section of downtown and renamed it Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone.
Terrorism.
And obviously law enforcement's like, it can't continue like that, but no action has been taken at the moment, and they're just kind of peacefully being there. They've pitched tents, they're painting things, watching outdoor movies, having music and speeches.
So they're violating all kinds of laws and city ordinances and creating felonies to spend them in prison the rest of their lives. And they just let it happen?
They have their own armed guards surrounding the perimeter. And
they're all convicted felons, aren't they?
And in order to enter this 6-block radius, residents have to show their ID.
Then they do a
But
movie
wait,
like
I thought that was racist to require an ID.
I know, it just cracked me up because it doesn't seem real. And then it makes me think of a Motley Crue song where he's like, anarchy for the USA, it's coming sometime, maybe. He was right.
It's here.
Vince Neil and Motley Crue predicted the future. But, so there is a 6-block radius of Seattle that's just, its own thing.
Well, they're
Send the
behind the
National
record
Guard
of the
in and
Simpsons,
take them
so
all
it's
to
fine.
jail.
Yeah, but the mayor is fine with it, I think, right now. So
Well,
I'll
it's probably
the mayor doesn't justify what's legal and what's not.
It's probably a Democratic mayor, so it doesn't surprise me.
It is, yes. But
if the police do nothing, they themselves can go to jail for doing nothing.
But I just thought that was really odd. Like, you just don't hear about that ever happening. So, kind of interesting news, to say the least. But I got some more interesting news.
I was going to say, we might want to get off that topic before me or Be Slow there explode.
Well, this is a good topic because it's a happy ending.
Terrorism.
No. It has to do with a wallaby. Did you
got a happy ending from a wallaby?
No, the happy ending was for the wallaby.
Overthrowing government is terrorism.
Not the wallaby was not trying to overthrow the government.
You really should not have brought up that takeover.
The wallaby simply escaped from its Wisconsin neighborhood. So police responded in the Wisconsin neighborhood to help capture a wallaby that escaped from its owner's yard. It went for a hop down the road.
It was a peaceful protest. There we go. He was protesting being in the yard.
The guy's name is Mark, and he said his 2-year-old wallaby, Hoppy, escaped from his yard in Franklin, Wisconsin, when he and his wife accidentally left the gate open on Tuesday. So the police responded and helped capture it. At first, they thought it was a kangaroo because, they're like, ooh, got to be careful. Those things kick. But then it was positively identified as a smaller marsupial. So witnesses captured video of the police and neighbors chasing the animal through the neighborhood. I'm picturing Captain B. Stop! In the name of the law.
Terrorism.
Hoppy was captured and returned home without injury. This is kind of cool. The police are like, it's fine because private residents can own wallabies and kangaroos without a permit in the state of Wisconsin, which I told my friend about, and I don't know if she ever responded, but so maybe I can get my friends in Wisconsin to go get a wallaby or a kangaroo.
They just can't be terrorist wallabies.
I wouldn't recommend a kangaroo, though, because those things do kick. Wallabies are cute.
I know. It's Willoughby, Wallaby, woo.
Just don't get a dingo because it'll eat your baby.
Okay. I don't say anything about dingoes, but yeah, wallabies. Apparently they're good pets, but if you let them out of the yard, they might hop around.
It was an Australian joke.
And don't get a white liberal because they'll take over your town.
Now I have some boating news. So in the ocean, whale watching is a lot of fun, right? But sometimes
it was all right.
Wait. Is it the fat people whale watching or whale watching? There's a big difference.
It's actually real whales, like the ones that live in the sea.
Okay.
So, but sometimes people are too good at whale watching, and that's not a good thing. You don't want to be too good at whale watching, because in New Jersey, a humpback whale off the coast landed on a boat.
Don't get that close.
Tossing 2 men overboard and causing the vessel to become beached. Can you imagine? Like, I think I see the whale. Oh, crap.
Terrorism.
Yeah, the whale was breaching Monday off of Seaside Park when it collided with the boat, sending the 2 men into the water.
Terrorists.
But the men were not injured, and they were able to climb back on the boat before it got beached. So, and then police said the beachgoers helped the men secure the boat and retrieve dropped items from the water. Can you imagine, though, like a whale, like you're watching the whale, and all of a sudden it comes up below you and knocks you over? Wow.
I could just see it now.
Beach terrorist.
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm pretty sure the whales was doing his thing.
What the hell happened to Texas? I'm looking down and he looked like he was trying to make a timeout sign and he's gone.
Is he calling timeout?
Was that a timeout before he left?
I don't know.
You there, Josh?
Texas calls his first timeout. He has 2 timeouts remaining.
We lost him.
Oh, God.
He's not even in that cheap hotel with crappy internet.
No, what's his excuse to me now? I lost electricity? Dun dun.
Terrorism.
Has that section of the house been taken over by his kids?
Little terrorist.
Now you're just being racist.
How?
You said little terrorist.
But
it would have been his kids.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm getting a message.
Uh-oh.
All right, what does it say? It says, I lost you guys.
No.
I think we lost him because we're still here.
I'm going to put, you did?
Tell him go back in the fucking room.
Who's talking then? We'll see. We'll see if he actually thinks.
Oh, wait. He's back.
Hello, love.
Guess who's back? Na na na.
Back again.
Na na na.
Texas back.
Na na na.
Tell a friend.
Na na na.
Guess who's back? 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 Ban it. Boop, 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 boop. Ban it.
2 trailer park girls go round the outside, round the outside, round the outside. Hey, Texas, you're back.
Ooh, my dog's barking.
Moose, we hear you. But can he hear us? Texas, can you hear us?
Nope. Wait.
Josh, where'd you?
Wait.
Whoa, why is there 2 of him? Wait, what?
He's got to jump from one to the other to the other to the other.
There he is.
Texas.
Welcome back.
Oh, it's okay. There's 2 of me too.
Apparently the heat took out my Wi-Fi there for a minute.
Well, good job there, Bob.
The heat?
He is in the desert.
Oh,
I
thought you meant like the cops were there and they were taking it.
It was like 107 degrees today.
You're trying to do a podcast, terrorism.
It made like 75 here.
Brian kept talking about terrorism, so it's just like, get them off! Get them off!
Terrorism, they're shutting us down. Flash your badge, hurry.
Just don't
All right.
flash your balls.
We're resuming at this point. It'll be like Texas never left.
I don't care. I'm keeping all this in anyways.
Blame it all on my roots.
Anyways, we were talking about
I showed up in boots.
Wild beaches.
Ruin your black tie affair.
Last one to know. Last one to
Last one to
show.
show.
I was the last one
you thought you'd see there. But I see the surprise and the fear in his eyes when I took his glass of champagne. I toasted
You said, honey, you made me through. You'll never hear me complain.
Okay.
Because I've got friends in low places.
Or not.
So anyway,
Drowns in the beer chases my blues away. Speaking of this, let's go on a little Garth Brooks tangent here.
Okay,
well,
we got some segues.
that's what I'm getting to. Literally.
You segued enough. Let's.
I was about to bring that up.
Yeah, Garth Brooks is going to be performing a live concert, and it's going to be shown at 300 drive-in theaters,
Including the Capri here in Coldwater.
Yeah, so I thought that was kind of cool way to do a concert. So
Which you can go with, because I got to work.
You want to go watch Garth Brooks on a big screen?
I already told her she's going.
Probably not. I don't actually know if I'll be around when it's happening, but
You buy tickets June 19th.
I might be in Wisconsin actually that weekend.
You gonna go buy a Wallaby?
Maybe. Probably not. It's not legal here in Michigan.
Just as long as it's not a terrorist Wallaby.
But yeah,
Right.
Garth Brooks is performing a special concert for fans, and it's going to be shown in 300 drive-in theaters. So that's kind of neat.
That is really cool.
Oh, it is. Yep, June 27th at the drive-in theaters across North America.
$100 a carload, so fill your car or truck and go have fun.
Yep. So I just think that's kind of really cool and something nice that we can use in these crazy times. So
And not to mention, Garth is a person that brings people together and doesn't tear people apart.
exactly, he's a good guy.
Mhm.
So he's someone good to have when you're playing the game of Jumanji.
Hashtag Garth Brooks.
Yep. So I just thought I would share that with everyone. That's good, uplifting news.
I want to see somebody bring a clown car into the drive-in with like 10 clowns in it. That'd be fucking awesome.
Now, Jay Hizzle, just because of what you had there, Garth Brooks Drive-In, there's actually a strip club that's doing a drive-through kind of thing.
A drive-through strip club?
Drive-through
Yeah,
strip
pretty
club.
much. You can get food and a lap
Right.
dance.
There's a state that has a drive-through strip club.
I've seen that. It's awesome.
Interesting.
Where's this drive-through strip club? That sounds weird.
Southern-
It's probably in Vegas because that's where all the weird
Can
shit
you
is.
get like Little Caesar's pizza while you watch?
I don't think it was in Vegas. I think it was somewhere else because they were trying to classify it somewhere else.
In this
No,
That was a good
they'll
prediction.
they'll give you a burger and a beer and you can watch.
So
I
like
like burgers and beer.
if your battery runs low, will they give it a jump start?
I'm sure you don't turn off your car.
Oh, okay. Wasn't sure.
But they could give you a battery at a jump start.
Ooh. That's exciting.
If you know what I mean.
Oh yeah. Oh, behave.
Jay Hizzle has no clue what you mean because he passed out during sex ed.
That was a rough day.
But one that will live on forever.
The Lucky Devil Lounge in Portland, Oregon, converted food takeout service. Strip clubs across the U.S. have closed indefinitely for businesses because of COVID-19. Oh, Lucky Devil are keeping dancers employed and businesses rolling. Oh, customers who order food from Lucky Devil can pay $30 per car and driver. Yeah, it took me a while to get to the... Did someone get him a Kleenex? Oh, good job. Allergies are rough around here. Don't worry. He's healthy, I
There's
think.
some somewhere.
No,
It's
I think
behind
the Kleenex
Jay.
is behind Jay.
Oh, did you need some more?
Probably.
If not, I'm sure there's something about bald men having
there we go.
COVID.
There we go. All right. I found that I think this is ridiculous.
For the record, I'm allergic to bees bullshit, so.
But
I'm allergic to bees.
According to the New York Post, fake news,
Terrorists.
bald men may be hit harder by coronavirus, scientists fear.
Poor Justin.
This
Poor
is a bunch of crap. Bald men appear to be at higher risk of suffering severe coronavirus symptoms. A risk factor being named after the Big Apple Man, who was the first U.S. doctor to die of the contagion, according to a new report. They say, we really think that baldness is a perfect predictor of severity. I think it's a bunch of BS, if you ask me. That makes no sense. What if someone just shaves their head bald? Then all of a sudden, are they going to suffer more too?
Yeah, you have more skin to attach to. There's no hair to weave the field.
Considering Jay Hizzle, we were in California during the peak beginning of COVID, and neither one of us got it. I'm sure we're fine.
Scientists now believe that androgens, male sex hormones like testosterone, may boost the ability of coronavirus to attack cells. Because bald men have a lot of testosterone. When that's for very manly, it's true and intimidating, but that doesn't
testosterone create hair?
Apparently not, because us bald guys have a lot of it. So,
baboon.
The same androgens are also understood to be behind baldness, making it a signal of vulnerability to the disease. So, in one study, almost 80% of coronavirus patients in 3 Madrid hospitals were bald. Ridiculous. So, anyway, apparently, Texas and I, although baldness is a sign of intelligence, is also a sign of coronavirus. Being able to, get it.
You have the 2 bald guys in California. You went into that Walmart where there was nothing on the shelf.
Exactly.
That
nothing.
was full of corona and you guys came out clean.
We were amazing. Or maybe we hadn't even known it. Who knows? If I had it, was probably back in December. I was sick for like a week or 2 weeks, and that's really rare
that's
for me.
What a lot of people said they had it.
Yep. So.
And no one made
Either
it
way,
then.
you quarantined yourself for 2 weeks.
When I came back, yes.
A month.
It was weird.
72 and a half days. I don't know how long you were isolated.
And then, oh man, I wanted to end with a happy romantic story. This happened in the West Side.
Oh, Jesus.
Neighbors were mapping locations and creating a peacock love story.
Aww.
I know. So, it started as a tale of a lonely peacock roaming the West Side. It's quickly turned into the newest quarantine activity, tracking and setting up peacocks. I like how this article is written. It says, the handsome peacock, Tivoli, who roamed the West Side, is no longer alone. As a female peacock, or peahen, is now in the area. Tivoli was first spotted at the end of April, and West Side residents have adopted him as one of their own, making sure he safely roams around. But more accounts of peacock sightings in the West Side have emerged, with sightings of a female appearing in the middle of the day. The female went... and the male went... That means I love you in peacock. Next thing you know, we have a nice, happy peacock romance.
Aw, so sweet.
I know. I thought I'd share a nice, good love story with 2 peacocks that fell in love.
Did they say anything else?
Yes. At their peacock wedding, they said, do you take this peacock to be your lawfully wedded husband and wife? And they both responded.
Which translated means you can put it in my butthole now.
No, one was a guy and one was a girl.
Whatever.
But, yeah. It may not be the quarantine love story we expected, but it's still one to get behind. So, I thought that was really cool. It was a well-written article by someone called Sydney Kallick. So it was actually published a little while ago, but I wanted to share a nice, positive love story with everyone. So that is my news. Texas, what do you got?
I do have a couple pieces of news as well. A man in China causes outrage as he is seen walking what is believed to be a panda through a Chinese crosswalk.
Panda baby.
Bamboo.
The Chinese man confessed that it was not actually a panda. He dyed his dog's fur so that it would look like a panda.
Oh, wow. He must have done a convincing job.
The pictures of it actually really does look like a panda.
Nice.
Interesting.
And two more that'll make us cringe that make you kind of ask yourself, why in the hell would you do this? Man sticks phone charger up penis, but tells the doctors he swallowed it.
Well, here's my thought behind that. He was trying to charge it up, and he was embarrassed when it didn't work.
Electrical shock stimulation.
Yeah, or he thought when I charge my battery, it gets more powerful, and I wanted to do that with my man parts.
Too little.
But he had the wrong connector probably or something, and
Was it a rapid charge? So he was just like, all right, I can get it up in 3 seconds.
But when you go to the doctor, you just got to tell the truth.
What?
Even if they don't really judge you, and if they do, they're not allowed to tell anyone.
Why would you sit there and be like, you know what? I think this is going up my pee hole today.
I don't know.
Maybe they were without power, and they were like, what can I do to entertain myself?
Drugs, or maybe that's the roll of the dice they got.
Is that what you do during the quarantine time? I mean, I got kids, so I have stuff to do. So are you sticking chargers up your pee hole?
No,
I have another one in the same category. Curious young boy inserts 20 magnetic balls up his penis and doesn't tell his parents.
Did he use a magnet to get him out?
I guess they went to the doctor. I honestly don't know, but if you look at the X-ray picture of this, you just see this.
Wow.
It doesn't actually show anything. It just shows
the pee.
But how do you get 20 of them up there? Jeez, oh Pete's.
One at a time.
How big were these balls? Were they like the little BBs or what?
Yeah, they're like little BBs.
Just because you have a hole doesn't mean you should stick things in it.
No.
They were actually from a gas station here in Texas. They were called Buc-ee's balls. Buc-ee's is a gas station in Texas, which is mascot is a beaver.
Do you know what the sad part is, though? Is now the people that make that are probably going to have to put a sticker that says, not safe to stick up your testicles.
Well,
they're the reason why they put instructions on Pop-Tarts.
Yep.
Not for sexual use.
Wow, that was some interesting and amazing news you had for us.
I don't know if it was amazing, but weird and interesting was definitely kind of. Go get it, Peacock.
All right.
Peacock knows better. It won't shove balls up its pee hole.
Well, yeah, that's the important news I think that we were able to discover for everyone, and everyone's probably really well informed now. So
don't shove stuff up your penis.
You know what that means? It's game time.
Okay, it's time for the game of the week. And this game is going to be Bash Be Slow in the fucking skull for getting on my camera for the 15th time. Bad words.
How do we play that game?
Next time he
hit him with the microphone.
Next time he does that, just grab his head and just.
And we're down to 3 of us. You realize that's not making a shadow, right?
All right, let's play a game.
All right, so the game of the week this week is Would You Rather?
Well, that's a good game that we played before, but I like it. It makes you think of hard decisions, and it helps you with critical thinking.
Well, and there's 300-something cards, so it's not like we're going to get the same questions twice.
I remember you wanted to give us the plague.
I did. Let's see what I'm going to give you guys this week. It might be an STD. It might not. We'll find out. So we're going to start the round off with Be Slow, since he's going to be a smartass. Be Slow. You know what? You actually had that one last week. I'll be damned. All right.
Maybe
right after you just said I doubt we get the second card.
Okay. Be Slow, would you rather compete with grizzly bears to catch salmon for all your meals, or Your dad divorces your mom because he's fallen in love with you romantically. Oh, I can't wait to hear this answer.
I'm curious myself. What are you feeling?
Funny thing is, someone is a friend of the show, even though she hates your guts.
Aww.
It doesn't mean she listens all the way through.
I don't know if she listens at all, but I know she's a fan on Facebook.
I mean, how could you not be a fan?
I don't know. I didn't invite her. Texas did.
How can you not be a fan?
Hey, I just invited everybody on my list. Okay, I'm sorry.
No need to
Actually, I'm not.
apologize.
So what's
All
your
right,
answer,
Captain B,
Beaslo?
you got to answer. Otherwise, you have to do both.
You competing grizzly bears, or are you letting your dad fall in love with you?
I'm going to compete with the Grizzlies.
All right.
That's probably a good answer.
That's an acceptable answer.
There's an
I have
acceptable
guns. They don't.
Because you work out?
Bang, bang guns.
Oh, okay.
All right. Let's start with Texas. Texas.
Didn't we start with Captain B? So we continue on with Texas.
That's right.
I'm ignoring that B's even here anymore.
That was him that said that.
Okay. Texas, would you rather recreate human society post-apocalypse with only the people in this group, or all your exes are moving in with you?
Well, you can't recreate human society with us. We all have outies, no innies.
I guess we're all about to be celibate and recreating our 4-person society. So
I think it would end with us.
4-person society. Yay!
Although I did watch Jurassic Park, and the doctor on there said that life does find a way.
Oh boy.
So one of us could start laying eggs.
Will that grow gills too and swim through the water?
Anything's possible.
Next question.
Who knows?
Oh yeah, next question.
All right. Jay Hizzle.
Yeah, I'm here.
Would you rather tap dance everywhere instead of walking?
Maybe.
Or have chopsticks for all your fingers?
Do girls like people that... I think girls like guys that tap dance, right?
Everywhere?
I'm looking at Chelsea right now. So I'm pretty sure that would, she's probably thinking a man that could tap dance. And so I would do the tap dancing because A, that's good exercise. B, I think you're going to impress some of the ladies. They're like, man, that guy, look at him on his feet. Like, you know what they say about people that are good on their feet. And
no.
So I'm going to tap dance my way around.
Shoes?
All right, he's tap dancing. And I'm going to let Jay pick for once.
Oh, yeah.
You ruined it.
Oh, all right. We had one of these before, so I'm going to draw another card.
Okay. I've been trying to do it from the middle.
All right. Would you rather maintain 5 different families while keeping them all secret from one another?
Ooh.
Or have your failures broken down on SportsCenter nightly?
SportsCenter. I would actually think it would be awesome to see my failure.
And Rick's top 10 of the day.
All right, you seen that he was at work and he was trying to stack that stuff, but there he goes and he toppled that motherfucker over and it just went everywhere and it's a mess. And now there he is on number 9. He tried to ask out that girl at Menards, but it was too late because his stupid joke about the stepladder backfired.
Our number 1, though, there Rick is getting ready to get his blood drawn. Does he do the pickup line after? Oh, he does it before the blood draw. Ooh.
And she's jabbing him right in the arm multiple times. It's all over for him, folks. He is bleeding profusely.
That's our top 10. All right, I like that.
That's a good.
I think we're back to
Be
Captain.
slow. You're back. I didn't even know you were gone. Would you rather kill a new animal every night and sleep in its carcass,
Luke Skywalker.
It's true. If it's cold outside, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Or your roommate hosts nightly orgies in your studio apartment.
She's your roommate, right?
Well, my roommate's my fiance. What's the other one? I guess I'm sleeping in animal carcasses.
You don't want to be hosting orgies over here?
Nope.
No, you gonna answer? Or you'd be sleeping on the couch after we leave?
Disease-filled house? Nope.
Oh, you mean if you did the orgy?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about sleeping on the couch. I'm like, is there something I should know?
You never know. They might be doing testing like COVID. I don't know what they're doing over here. All right. Texas. Would you rather get rolled in plastic wrap and thrown in a swamp, or the world's entire water supply comes from a spigot on your forehead? I don't know where these questions even come from, but that's all right.
You'd be the most popular fella.
A lot of people are gonna want your head.
Well, that'll bring the.
Thank God it's the forehead. Thank God it's the forehead.
That'll bring the ladies to me. So I guess I'm gonna go with the spigot on the forehead.
We
Say,
can bring
baby,
everyone
want some
to
water?
Mm-hmm.
Spigot on the forehead.
Otherwise, I just die in a thing of saran wrap in a swamp.
I wonder if it hurts when you let the water
Uh-oh.
out of your head or
My
not.
kid's up.
I thought we weren't even being that loud. Were we being loud?
No,
really.
he just wakes up sometimes and gets scared.
Okay.
Okay. Jay Hizzle.
Oh yeah, it's me.
Would you rather
I would.
elderly people seek you out in order to die in front of you,
Ooh.
or every anxiety and fear you have will come true?
Old people dying.
Yeah, rather have old people dying in front of me. I don't need all
It's
the.
him, the chosen bald one.
Justin wakes up every morning. 20 more? Come on.
Two people just die in his yard.
Yeah, but maybe
he starts driving. Somebody just walks in front of his car. He's shopping at Meijer. This random lady just has a heart attack right in front of his shopping cart.
I picture it as we have a nice final conversation, and then I can let their family know their last words and how much they loved them and stuff. So I'll be a man of support.
Somebody's commits suicide in front of him. No, I'm going dark with this. It's just gonna happen.
All right, moving on. So I'm gonna give Rick some choices before he goes darker.
Oh, you got it?
What do we got, B Slow?
Do you have it?
Would you rather enter the Hunger Games with everyone in this group, or get fired out of a cannon into orbit? We lost Josh. He's back.
Well, I'd probably survive the Hunger Games with the three of you. But being fired out of a cannon would be fun.
That's what I was thinking.
Into orbit.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the cannon.
Yeah, who says you can't come back? No one did.
Except space.
It's the final frontier.
Yeah,
And this is just
a pit stop.
Stargate log.
That's there.
It's here.
exactly.
All right, round 3.
Boom, boom.
Bum ba dum bum bum bum
Be slow.
bum ba bum bum bum.
Would you rather stand naked in front of a sorority and fraternity so they can critique your body, or you're a genius, but you're also a goose?
Oh! There's my answer.
He wants to be a goose.
He's a genius goose.
I want to know what kind of drugs people were on when they came up with the answer or questions for
When
these.
they came up with the answers, I don't know. What kind of drugs are you on?
Well, apparently he's not on ADHD meds by the way he's been trying to touch me all night.
He's on the cookie.
All right, Texas. Would you rather
I sure would.
run a small business, but all your employees are talking swans? What the fuck is with all these birds tonight? Or everyone talks to you like you're a 2-year-old?
Hey, Texas. Who's a good boy? Oh, wait, that's a dog.
Who's a cute little boy?
Did you go pee-pee today?
Would you go sit in the potty and go poop? Will you poo-poo for daddy?
You did it, little buddy. Good
You
job.
get a new toy if you go poop.
That's a tough question.
talking swans
The
talk to you like a
talking-
2-year-old.
The talking swans would be kind of fun, but they wouldn't get a lot of work done depending on what we were doing.
Does Texas have to use the potty?
I think I'll go if people talk to me like a 2-year-old just 'cause that'd be funny for a while.
Do you need another diaper change? Did you go?
Are you a big boy? Did you go poo-poo like a big boy?
Did you remember to wipe your tushy? Did you wipe your tushy? Yes, you did. You wiped your tushy.
No, close your eyes. We gotta wash your hair.
Because I could just picture my bosses at work. Can you take the fuel truck and go fill up the pit equipment? Can you take the fuel truck and go fill up the pit equipment? Who's a good water plant operator? Who's a good water plant operator? You are. I want that.
Now, can you tell me what color that is? Good job.
I love it. Okay. Jay Hizzle,
Yes.
would you rather? The Church of Scientology is trying to ruin your life, or everyone talks in front of you as if you are not there.
What a
So-
dick that Jay Hizzle
Did
is.
you guys hear
right?
about that Jay Hizzle guy?
I mean,
Well,
he makes
man.
us.
Can I still talk to them
He's
too?
bald.
It's just
He tells us. that-
Do you remember like the Christmas story or whatever, where they're like,
yeah.
where he's just invisible and they're just talking, and he's like, "Hey, I'm right here." And
He
nothing.
tells us to be ready to be podcasting by 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, your guys'
Yeah.
time. And it takes till 10 o'clock for his dumbass to get things ready. Jesus.
But can I talk to people somehow too? But then when I'm there, they just talk like I'm not there. But I can talk to them and they'll still interact.
No one's interacting with you.
So
at
I'll
all.
never be able to interact with any human again.
Right.
What's the other option?
Or the Church of Scientology is trying to ruin your life.
They can give it a shot, but that's not going to happen. All right, I'll do the church thing because I want to be able to interact with people.
Okie dokie then.
Yep.
All right, Ric Spade.
Yo,
Would you rather go through a TSA line before you get into any bathroom, or bathe every morning with a fire hose?
man. Sometimes I just really gotta go, and I might not make it through that TSA line.
I mean, you could just pee in line.
You can strip search and you just let it out on them.
I probably would too. On the same time, though, I think it'd be fun to get sprayed with a fire hose.
Cold water.
Yeah, but
High pressure hurts the boys.
well,
Hey,
I'd say up close.
if we do this group vacation thing, someone make sure Rick gets strip searched by TSA.
You do.
I mean,
This guy's pretending to be a cop. You know what? I'm gonna get bathed with the fire hose. Fuck it.
Oh yeah.
all right.
I think we got time for one more round.
We've reached the final round. Dun, dun.
You're giving me the finger. Are you good?
Yeah, Spider.
Yeah, you're saying number one.
Okay. Be
I
slow.
wasn't giving you the finger.
The
That's the finger.
final countdown.
Da-da-da.
Be slow.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Would you rather
Yes, he would.
grow horns like a markhor that's a wild Middle Eastern goat, or drive a monster truck through a nursing home? They were old anyways.
A lot of people in the nursing home.
Yeah. So you're either running over old people or you got horns like a goat.
What is
Monster
he getting
truck
all
would
the
be a
animal
lot of
ones
fun.
tonight?
You get to keep the monster truck?
I don't know, but you're killing old people. So
Well, they
He's
all track
gotten-
down Justin to die in front of them. So if he's not there, then they're gonna live, right?
Oh, could be true.
we're not putting fucking questions together here.
Chelsea, how do you feel about horns? Like, would you still be attracted to him if he had horns growing out of his head?
Those are some big.
Well, I
ass
can
horns.
cut them off and shave them down, right?
Probably more so than if you killed a bunch of old people.
Oh,
So I guess I'm getting horny, baby. I'm going some horns.
maybe that's even an extra turn on. She's
You,
like,
you've been
Growing
horny all
horns.
night. Every time you tried to touch me, it's like, geez.
horns.
Not right now, so.
Yeah.
do I make you horny, baby? Do I?
Go ahead.
Do
one
I
more-
make
go
a
ahead, one more time.
Randy?
One more time. One more time.
I'm good.
One more time. You're going down on me,
Terrorist.
fucker.
This is why this is an explicit
bad
show.
words.
It did escalate very quickly.
What else do we got?
All right, Texas. would you rather? Everywhere you go, you trigger natural disasters,
Ooh.
or you got Jay's first, or fly back and forth from Colombia with a pound of cocaine on your chest.
At least it's not my ass.
Do you get to sell it? Or
You're
profit
not
off
quite
it?
a mule because it's outside.
You're in a plane, so you shouldn't get caught.
But you got to get onto the plane and then off the
What-
plane.
Private plane.
What was the first one?
Everywhere you go, you trigger natural disasters. So you go to the bathroom, volcano.
I guess I want to trigger natural disasters.
You come to my wedding, hurricane in Michigan.
I was thinking it'd be like a tornado.
You go back to Texas, somehow it floods. It's just,
Yep, I'm going to trigger natural disasters and why people talk to me like a 2-year-old.
All right.
Well, who caused the volcano? You caused the volcano.
good stuff. It's good stuff.
That's a bad, Josh. Bad. You were bad.
Hey, I sound like a liberal.
Volcano.
Jay
On
Hizzle,
my side.
would you rather immediately call your mom after every sexual encounter and describe it in graphic detail? That includes masturbating, by the way. Or fill your pants with gravy every morning.
Hey, Mom. You won't believe what I just did when I woke up.
I was in the
Ju-
bathroom. I used a little bit of the Jergens.
I thought about this.
Justin would never call his mom though,
The
that way.
peacocks were dancing. They made that noise. And I went, oh.
Wait, can they hear the peacocks in the room? Can they hear that
No.
too?
Yes, they can
Cause I
hear
just
the
heard-
peacock noise.
Because I just heard
How can
someone
they hear
say
the
no more
peacock noise?
They
peacocks.
can hear them through here.
Oh, okay.
I think
Okay.
I think he meant can the people in this room hear it?
That's why Locke said no more peacocks.
Yeah, because I heard someone say no more peacocks.
I want to see your peacock. Cock. It's the Katy Perry song.
Okay, wait. Answer the question.
Yeah, can I have mashed potatoes in there too? So maybe mashed potatoes and gravy, and then when I'm hungry, I got a snack.
All I know is you're filling your pants with gravy every morning. I guess what you do with the gravy after that is up to you. But
I'll do that. And maybe there's some.
but here's the thing. That's not saying
He
your
wants-
pocket. Like you're filling like the inside of your pants too. So I mean, you're getting testicle gravy here.
I'll just do it before I shower.
Some
He's
pink
getting
gravy.
crotch gravy.
So
So mashed potatoes and crotch gravy over telling your mom about every time you masturbate. All right.
yeah, it just sounds really weird and awkward.
Well, it's not like you never call her and tell her about it anyways, because you never do it.
That's an interesting accusation
You
that I won't address.
you got stepped to a security camera. I'm guessing now. Are you watching them in detail?
Yeah, what are you doing?
got-
I mean,
I got security cameras at all your houses. That one behind Brian and his camera. That's actually I'm hacked into that one.
well, I know you can't hack into mine right now. Do you know why?
It's not set up.
You're not.
There's no
Because
electricity.
there's no light on.
I know it was set up. I got some footage, but I'll show you guys another time. Anyway,
Moving on.
You draw your two.
Oh, I get to draw my two? Okay. Ric Spade. Yes. Are you?
I'm reading it, but you're drawing it.
When you're talking to yourself. Meow meow.
Okay, what am I doing?
Okay. Would you rather secretly be a witch in colonial New England, or you're constantly hallucinating on magic mushrooms?
Oh, I'm fucking hallucinating on magic mushrooms. Why'd I put that
There was
baby
a-
in the microwave?
You mean you're not from Salem?
What kind of hallucination is that?
I thought it was a pot roast.
I thought it'd be
Dude,
like a
My
pleasant
truck
hallucination.
just grew legs and walked away, man.
Dude.
Whoa.
Dude, it's like that mushroom's talking to me.
There's a dragon talking.
That's his
Jay
penis.
has hair. Whoa.
That would be a hallucination.
Playing video games and everything's just going all wonky.
But you know what? I think it's time for Texas to shine with his sports news. Take it away, Texas.
Sports.
Alrighty then. So there is some interesting sports news this week.
There is. And I think there was a race on Wednesday.
NASCAR has now banned its Confederate flag. Well, has banned Confederate flags from all races, not their Confederate flag.
Theirs can still fly?
Yeah, the NASCAR Confederate flag can still fly.
Nice.
The PGA Tour is back. They started their first event today. Of course, there are no fans in the stands. At least you don't have to worry about hitting no.
You get a hole in one.
Fans.
Wait, what?
Well, that's normally how it is, anyways.
You gotta have that golf clap, though, man.
Quiet.
I feel bad without the golf clap. That's the only clap I want is the golf clap.
Rugby in New Zealand starts back this weekend. And unlike the stuck-up American states, there is no limitation on spectators in the stands. They're allowed to have as many fans as they can fit.
Well, good.
Because apparently in New Zealand, they never got coronavirus. Or something like that.
Is it hot there and humid?
Not that I'm aware of. I don't know.
Never
been there.
I don't think it was that they never had a case. They got it down to 0, and it's been a constant 0.
Whatever works for them.
Herd immunity.
This could be it.
Moving on. A racetrack in either North or South Carolina, I don't remember right now, draws 2,000 spectators to a race when it posted as a protest race.
Oh, wow. That's actually ingenious marketing.
Well, unfortunately, now the governor of that state has demanded they close the racetrack because of it. And no, Brian, it wasn't like the protests in other places. This was a peaceful protest where they just actually watched the race.
That actually sounds pretty cool.
That's pretty good.
Protest.
That's good.
Yep. Protest. UFC has unveiled its new Fight Island that Dana White has bought. It is an island basically just for the UFC to have fights when everything in America was shut down. And it is in Abu Dhabi.
Sweet.
And they have their first event at UFC Fight Island on July 11th. So basically, Dana White has become Shah Khan and is having Mortal Kombat in real life.
Finish him!
And just a few weeks after agreeing to fight Anderson Silva, Conor McGregor retires again from the UFC for the second time.
Sometimes
is he going to Brett Favre and come back again?
I don't know. There's been a lot of speculation. Some people have said he might try pro wrestling. Some people might have said he's done because he's made enough money. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And Floyd Mayweather challenged him to another boxing match.
Yeah, because that's what we want to see is another fucking boxing match that he's just going to get his ass spanked in.
And the final thing, hockey camps. Sorry, one of my dogs decided just to tear off there.
Ladies
hockey
and gentlemen,
camps.
cat asshole.
There's a cat in the bag. Whiskey, kitty.
Hockey camps are set to start July 10th, so hockey is right around the corner.
That's so exciting. Hey, hockey's back.
Baseball will not pull their heads out of their rear ends because the
bastards.
The MLB owners basically recounted the 114 games that the players gave them with 56. The players rejected that, and I believe they just re-offered 80-something games with like 75% salary or something like that. I'm not.
That'll be rejected too.
No one gives two craps about basketball, and baseball is having their draft going on right now, and the Tigers selected a power hitter from the University of Arizona State, I believe, the Sun Devils.
That's exciting. Something to look forward to for Tiger fans.
We need some pitchers.
That is it with my sports news, unless anyone else has anything.
Well, I always got to give you a NASCAR update because they had a midweek race because they're still trying to catch up on the racing schedule. So they're
I leave that to you.
And Martin Truex Jr. scored his first victory of the year with Ryan Blaney coming in second. Brad Keselowski again, sneaking right in there in third place.
He came in
Joey
second, huh?
Logano, fourth, and Chase Elliott, fifth. There's your top 5 right there. Yep, I didn't even realize there was a race going on, and I didn't get to watch it. I'm kind of disappointed in myself. Although I didn't have electricity, so I guess how would I have watched it? I forgot that kind of affects things.
The app. There's always
That's
an app.
true. I do have battery, I guess.
On top of that, pro wrestling news. New Japan Pro Wrestling is going to start holding shows again, like most of the places except for like WWE, AEW, and now Impact. They're going to start holding shows, and I believe Japan's actually going to allow crowds.
Nice.
Only in America are we pussies.
Shit happens.
Except for Galesburg's letting in some spectators.
Yeah, we'll
for
see.
racing.
We'll see how that goes this weekend.
So now we will. But all right. That's some good stuff. Hopefully, as time goes on, more sport leagues will be back, and we'll have even more sports news.
Speaking of time, you know what time it is?
Go to bed?
5.
It's top 5 time. And apparently I decided to stick kind of with the video game theme because we talked about systems, but now we got to talk about overall what are our top 5 favorite games of all time.
And if you didn't watch last week's episode, he sat there, he's like, I wonder what my top 5 games would be for the PlayStation 3. And then he was like, oh, that'd be for another time. And that must have stuck in his head because he was like, let's do the top 5 video games.
The time's now.
Finally, something I actually can, I like and can talk about.
All right, Texas, start us off then.
All right, first off, I have to give some honorable mentions because to narrow it down to the top 5 was kind of difficult. So I've got to
I thought
give.
so too. Thank you. I might do some honorable mentions later.
I got to give James Bond GoldenEye an honorable mention because I remember playing that in Justin's basement and blowing each other up. Super Mario was always fun playing in the car. Sonic the Hedgehog and Donkey Kong are all honorable mentions. Now, top 5. Number 5. Mortal Kombat!
Oh, yeah.
But I'm talking more of like the arcade version Mortal Kombat, the kind that was on the Super Nintendo. Not the stuff they have now. Number 4, I'm going to go with Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon series. And real quick, I'm going to pause right here. Most of my games are multiple game things, and I could very easily go this game, do top 5 all one game series. So I'm just kind of lumping them in.
That's fine.
I'm lumping them all in as a series. Number 3, Call of Duty. I like walking around in online games and shooting people. It's kind of fun. Number 2.
Terrorist.
Number 2, Red Dead Redemption 2. I thoroughly enjoyed that game. The old-timey West feel as the gangs and outlaws were starting to deteriorate, and you could feel the pinch of the law breathing down your neck. Red Dead. I spent a lot of time playing Red Dead Redemption 2. I like Red Dead Redemption 2. Number 1, Assassin's Creed. I absolutely love Assassin's Creed. Ubisoft has a fan for life because of Assassin's Creed. I mean, starting with Assassin's Creed 1, you are Altair, and you're in Jerusalem. And then number 2, you're in Italy. And then Brotherhood, you're in Rome. And then you're in Istanbul. And then you're in the American colonies. And then you're a pirate in the Caribbean.
Arr.
Then you're in Paris. Then you're in London. Then you're in Egypt. Basically, I don't decide what game I want to play. I decide where I want to go. And an interesting fact is Assassin's Creed Unity, Paris, when the Notre Dame Cathedral caught on fire and burned down, they actually used Assassin's Creed Paris because they did such a great job rendering that to kind of remember how to build it and how it looked. And I cannot wait for later this year when Assassin's Creed Valhalla comes out. I've already talked about it a few times, so I'm not going to go too far into it. But yeah, that's my top 5.
Nice. You really did get into that. I like it. Next, we have our other person that probably likes video games even more than Captain B and I do, Mr. Ric Spade. What do you got?
Well, let me give a couple honorable mentions too. Got to give honorable mentions, obviously, to Mario. I got to give it to Bubble Bobble because those are the ones I started off with. Some of the ones I liked, like Rock and Roll Racing and World of Warcraft, because that's one of those things that got me into MMOs. But my top 5, believe it or not, all role-playing games. So let's hit it here. Number 5, Legends of Dragoon for the PlayStation. One of my favorites of all time that was not a part of its own series. It was a one-off. I like that they had the different button combinations and that you could, when you were attacking, you had to kind of chain attacks together. Also, I like the names Dart, Labbits, Albert. Some of these names I actually used when I started writing for the first time, and I wrote my play, which inevitably became my book. Of course, the names all changed, but that's kind of what got me for my love for writing. So that was my number 5. My number 4, Earthbound, also known as Mother for the Super NES. One of my favorites, starring Ness, Jeff, Paula, and Pooh. That's right, Pooh. P-O-O, Pooh. No, that'd be P-O-O-H.
Pooh Bear.
Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh Bear.
No, he was like a karate guy, but they went around. They were trying to stop Gygas from destroying the world. Came with these scratch and sniff cards and a guidebook when you got it. He is still a big hit because he's in Super Smash Brothers. People have been wanting them to convert Mother 3 to the Switch because no one's gotten to play it outside of Japan. So that would be my number 4. My number 3, I talked about in a review, Final Fantasy VII and the remake. Both were great games, 60 hours worth of content. It was one of the first RPGs for the regular PlayStation. It was 3 discs. Obviously, part 1 for the PlayStation 4 is its own remake. One of my favorites of all time. I like that it was one of the first ones that had foul language in it. So Final Fantasy VII is my number 3. My number 2, something I have a tattoo of, Chrono Trigger. Starring the spiky red-headed Chrono trying to save the world from the evil Lavos, going through time, saving the Princess Marley, his friend Luca. They meet a robot named Robo. They had a guy named Frog who was trying to stop this evil Magus who ends up becoming friends with them. They meet a chick named Ayla in 65 million BC. Another great RPG. Had several hours in. So that's my number 2. But my number 1, one that I'm about to get tattoos for, Final Fantasy VI. That's the one that started my love for RPGs. Growing up, me and my cousin Mike and my cousin Billy, we used to do the dialogue for 3 of the characters. I would do the dialogue for Edgar, who was the king. Mike would do the dialogue for Sabin, who was his brother. And then my cousin Billy would do the dialogue for Locke, which is how I got my son's name. And I'm about to get tattoos of Edgar and Sabin on my wrist this week. So my number 1, Final Fantasy VI, Super Nintendo.
Is that where you got your dog's name?
This is how I got my dog's name.
Nice.
For the Super Nintendo, though, it was Final Fantasy 3, but in Japan it was 6, in case anybody was wondering.
All right.
What do you got, B-Slow?
Captain B.
All right, never a video game guy, but I did have my favorite
Oh.
video games when I did play.
You say you played.
All right.
Pong.
I'll do my shout outs after my top 5. Number 5, Mario Kart 64. Everyone's got to remember getting together when the 64 came out in the late 90s, just doing Mario Kart, the Rainbow Raceway. Number 4, probably a lot of people don't know this one. It's another N64 game, Sarge's Heroes 2. That was the plastic army men fighting. The game was amazing. Number 3, another N64 game. Can you tell what system I had? James Bond 007 GoldenEye.
Dun, 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 dun.
Lots and lots of hours playing GoldenEye. Number 2, Going back to the NES, Super Mario Bros. 3. That one I still play today. And number 1, I'm going to the computer. It is going to be Red Alert. It's made by Command & Conquer. People probably know Command & Conquer more, but Red Alert was my favorite series. It's a strategy war game.
Did you win often?
A lot of times, when I got a little bit older and YouTube came out, you had to YouTube how to beat some levels. But yeah, it's really, you that bored?
No, man, it's way past my bedtime.
All right, and my shout outs, Battlestar Galactica. Everyone's got to love that game. I'm going to do the whole thing, the Sega Channel for Sonic. The NES Ninja Turtles and StarCraft.
I didn't like the NES Ninja Turtles. I like Turtles in Time, though.
And yeah, Turtles is amazing.
I'll do what Captain B did and do my top 5 and then give my honorable mentions. All right. Number 5 is the entire NHL EA Sports series because obviously different years you got different versions of the game, but I just remember growing up, it was fun playing the seasons and friends would come over sometimes and we could pretend we're hockey players, at least in the winter. In the summer, we'd probably be out in the rink actually playing hockey. Or if it was really cold in the winter and we froze it. But
my favorite thing to do in AHL was to turn off all the rules so that way you could just enter people and check them whenever you wanted. It was great. Loved it.
I still do that.
Number 4, Rock Band.
I was hoping somebody would say that.
I love playing Rock Band. I like singing the songs or getting the guitars, but having the wireless guitar. I wasn't necessarily that great, but I play it on easy or medium so I could run around the room and pretend I was a rock star.
He would jump on couches and dance. It was great.
True. Oh, man, we had some good times playing Rock Band. I still have fun playing that, I think.
I was one of those people that would set the microphone up so I could sing while either playing the guitar or
I did that. Yep, if I know the words, definitely.
So is that your Rock Band?
No.
Oh.
So that would be number 4. Number 3 would be for the PlayStation 2, James Bond 007 Nightfire.
Yeah.
So that's the one that my house people come over, we play. And then we'd set up teams and we destroy each other or play capture the flag.
And what did we call those nights?
Well, because, it's James Bond, so we just call out bondage because it was 4 friends bonding over a video game. Apparently, bondage means something else I learned years later. And by that, I mean last year.
Last week, he learned that bondage was not what he was supposed to call it.
Yeah, who knew?
And then he realized he was telling his parents we were all playing bondage. And
I was 12.
And then, I wasn't doing bondage when I was 12, apparently. Not that kind. This is video games. And then my number 2 game.
Number 2.
Also for the PlayStation. It was actually PlayStation 1 game, maybe. But Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal, I believe 2 was our favorite one. So my cousin Andy and I would play that till 1 in the morning. We never actually beat the game, but we're close.
I was a big fan of 3, but that's because they actually put Rob Zombie in the game.
Ah, okay. The third one wasn't too. Then on the second one, it fit us. And I remember the ice cream truck would be like,
Sweet Tooth.
Yep. And then Axel would be like, feel the power. The Axel was just like a big guy that had 2 tires on each side that he held up. And then the police car. I like the police car.
Woo, woo.
And Warthog was a Hummer with heat-seeking missiles, and Andy would always be the Warthog. But I really like that game. But my number 1 game was actually for the Sega Genesis. It is X-Men 2 Clone Wars. I love that game. That's an amazing game. The only thing I didn't like about it was when the game first starts, you don't get to choose your character. So you'd have to keep hitting the reset button until the character you want shows up on the screen. But no, I really like that game. I still haven't actually beaten it, but maybe I'm close. I don't know. But it's a really fun game. So those are my top 5 honorable mentions. Tetris.
Yes.
I know it's a simple game, but I could play Tetris for hours.
I've seen you do that.
I love Tetris, and my parents do too. So there were days where where'd my Game Boy go? Oh, my parents have it. They're playing Tetris. Obviously Sonic the Hedgehog for Sega Genesis I loved, and Aladdin for Sega Genesis I really enjoyed. For the PlayStation, the good old Crash Bandicoot. Madden football games are always fun, except for my brother would take them way too seriously and throw the controller if you're beating him. It would get violent. GoldenEye for the N64. We used to play a bunch of, and I enjoyed the Pokemon for the Game Boy. It was also a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon.
Red, blue, or yellow?
I think red and blue were the ones I had, so those are
I
my
like
favorite.
the yellow one.
Especially red because I like that color. Charizard.
I do got to give one special mention, something that we all did play at one point in time. Do you remember when we used to go to other people's houses and play Dance Dance Revolution?
DDR, yes.
Yeah, I was never very good at it, but I remember DDR.
Nick and Matt Boyd. Those two were crazy good.
Yep.
I was good if I was doing it like at a place that had the hard mat, but I couldn't do it on just like the soft one.
You can't do it on a soft one?
It's got to be hard. It doesn't work.
I guess that makes sense. And if you need a little more power, just plug it in.
Ow.
Yep.
Plug it in.
Ouch.
Just plug it in and put some magnets in it.
But all right, well, that's the top 5, and I think we're ready for a very intense conversation in this week's Cop Talk.
Uh-oh.
And now, it's time for Cop Talk. Ugh, tasers hurt.
Well, let's start Cop Talk out with what Josh has to share.
Oh,
We'll let Texas share it because he knows more about that subject, and we'll all get into that.
All right, Texas, what do you got? You're like a deputy today.
Are you talking about Texas or are you talking about me?
Was that you?
You
or
talking
was
about
it-
Rick? That wasn't me.
Oh,
Deputy
I'm
Rick.
sorry, I got you two confused.
That's easy to do.
Okay.
We are white, so we look the same.
Racist. Anyways, let's talk a little bit about Cop TV for a minute here. So, in the last 48 hours, they have decided we're going to cancel Cops after 31 years of being on the show by the Paramount Network. They decided that because of police brutality, they're going to cancel Live PD. And now there's a petition to get rid of Chase, the cop dog, on Paw Patrol from Nickelodeon. Now, I don't know about you guys, okay? But to me, Cops shows the lighter side of police. You're not seeing the police brutality that supposedly happens.
That's because police brutality is very rare.
You know, you're making it sound like all cops are bad. Like, do you see Chase the police dog on Nickelodeon going around with a club beating people? No, he's a fucking dog trying to save people.
Yeah, it would make the show better, though. I'm just going to throw that out there.
It would make the show better.
I'm just saying, you want to cancel the stuff that shows the lighter side. If you're going to do that, well, why don't you just fucking say, well, we're not going to show any reruns of NYPD Blue. Law and Order SVU? Fuck that.
That's
Law and
what's
Order
next.
Criminal Intent? You know. Nope. You want to see Psych? Nope. It's got cops in it. Can't do that. Monk? Nope. We're pulling that off as Amazon. I mean, give me a fucking break,
No
people.
more Chicago PD. No more NCIS.
I'm really upset about Live PD though because I really enjoy that show.
No more Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Live PD was
I'd
awesome.
be upset about that one. I like Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I mean, I feel like it's coming, and it's like, why? Like, okay, I understand. Stuff happened. Fine.
Stuff happened.
Okay.
Guy was a prick. He's getting what he deserved. He's going to get raped by Bubba in prison the rest of his life. He deserves it.
But, you know, you're going to make it all sound bad. That, like, okay, so if firefighters decided that they're not going to help a minority and they let their house caught on fire and we decided that we were going to do a whole movement on that, are we going to get rid of everything firefighter related? We just going to let shit burn down?
Do you
I mean,
do you
give me a
want to
break.
do you want to know why, Rick? I will tell you why. And this has come from African American people on Facebook. The biggest problem for the Black Lives Matter group is white liberals because they don't want to learn. They just want to apologize and take it up the poop chute. If they'd actually sit there and listen and learn, then they could understand where the black people are coming from and not be so quick to taking everything off the air that's cop related, or the idiots who are out there spray painting black Civil War people's monuments Black Lives Matter. Well, if Black Lives Matter, why are you painting a Civil War memorial for black African American people who were in the Civil War. Because you're stupid, you're ignorant, you don't want to learn.
Oh, believe
Before
me,
you-
I was waiting for somebody to deface our sojourner.
You just want to bend over and just take it up the tailpipe.
Battle Creek did a really good job.
Before you know it, they're gonna start taking down George Washington statues because he owned slaves.
I don't know if we'll go that far.
Well, I mean, we defaced the Lincoln Memorial,
the Lincoln Memorial. He's the one that freed the slaves, and yet they're defacing his memorial.
And there
That
was a
was kinda
memorial to another gentleman. I can't remember who it was, but he tried to abolish slavery 30 years before Lincoln did, and they destroyed his statue because they're all stupid and ignorant.
I mean, I'll say I can get some of the Black Lives Matter points, but they're not doing it because Black Lives Matter. They're doing it for profit and destruction. That's what they're doing. I mean, during these protests, there has been 11 black men murdered. 3 of them being cops. 11. You don't
one
see
of them a retired
any
cop
of their names. None of their names
there
are
was-
hashtag justice for this person. None of that doesn't exist. Why? If Black Lives Matter so much, then do that.
There
Cover
was
that
a-
too.
There was
It's
a
more than
black
just one
gentleman
thing.
who was a retired police officer who was protecting a friend's pawn shop in Missouri and got shot by another black gentleman over a TV. Yet you don't see any justice for David Dorn. That was his name. I know it. Do you white liberals who Black Lives Matter know his name? No, you probably don't, because you're too busy with your thumb up your ass.
It is the white liberals. They want to feel insulted for everybody else. If you be standing next to a minority and somebody says a joke that might be construed as racist, who's offended? The white liberal that it doesn't affect. The other guy might laugh at it.
I mean,
Yeah, I was called a
jokes.
Well, no,
I
it's
was
just an
called-
example.
I was called a divisive racist by a white liberal. And I showed that text message to one of my coworkers who was a black guy. And he said, "Ooh, I don't want to meet you in a dark alley. You must be coming for me." Ooh, I'm like, "Yeah, you better run for me, man.
I'm
You meet me in a
tired,
dark alley. I'm coming for you."
I'm tired of being called racist because I'm a cop. 9 years. Apparently, I'm racist because I'm a cop. Who's the first person to take a bullet for that person that I don't know?
Because it's not just you, Brian.
It,
I mean, we are all white gentlemen on this podcast. We are considered racist. We are considered misogynistic. We are considered xenophobic. We are considered anti anything that the liberals believe in.
And they're just going to base that on appearance. Like, if you look at me in Texas, you wouldn't know that we both have mixed children,
right?
That they're of mixed race. You would just say, "Oh, 2 racist straight people." No.
Of course, with your son and my daughter, you could not tell they were mixed either way because
No, you could not.
my
Violet's got a
daughter's
lot
as
of
pale
you.
as I am. Yeah.
Mark is as white can be, unfortunately.
All right, let's get to.
So what other cop topics do we got?
Okay. All right.
Don't look at me like that. You're white like me.
All right.
I'm not as pale as you, though.
No, you're not quite as pale as me, but you still got some whiteness to you.
But I'm
What is
darker.
Not by much. Sorry, I'm getting into an argument with my daughter here.
fine? I'm the darkest one of all of us.
Quick thing though, back to live PD.
You can see.
I was thinking though, if they kept that show on, that could have been good for everyone because then everyone wants reform and they can actually watch as things happen. Then
The thing is, the reform that they're calling for already exists.
well, then they can see that. I mean,
The problem is they need to wean out these bad cops. But the problem is they lower their salary, they cut their pensions, they cut their benefits. Who wants to be a cop anymore? People don't want to be a cop. You used to make 25 years. I can get a great pension and retire at 45.
like
But you can't do that
they,
anymore. You got to work 40 years on crap pay for people who want to kill you.
no, that's definitely a problem.
And so
But,
what
They-
do? They need to fill the boots. They do their best to draw in the best candidates, but they can't. So what do? They hire the crap heads that kneel on people's necks.
What's going to happen when they defund the police department? Someone breaks into their house at 2:00 in the morning. 911.
Call the crack.
We're sorry. This call that you've tried to reach is no longer in service.
I don't know. I just thought Live PD was actually a pretty positive show, and I saw cops helping people and stuff. And
That's what really happens in the police world. Is what you see on Live PD. They actually help. They want
and
to
as a
help.
taxpayer, I can see that my tax money is going towards good stuff, and I don't know. It keeps them honest. They know they're on camera. I know one bad thing might have happened once, but I mean that's going to happen from time to time. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, they've had some intense situations. I mean, so has cops, but I mean, you've never seen anything where it gets really escalated. You know what I mean?
And like any TV show,
and 90% of cops is about going after white meth heads.
If you don't like the TV show, though, you don't have to watch it. So I don't know. But that's just my opinion. I was a little disappointed to see them go after.
We apologize for the rant. This has kind of been
Patrol.
building up between me and B-Slow for a few weeks now.
I will agree that like part of their reform idea isn't terrible. As far as when someone calls 911 for something just petty and stupid, like that cops really shouldn't have to deal with, I'd be fine with not having them deal with it.
Me too.
So exactly. So yes, when stupid things happen that they could just send someone over to give a citation from the city or something without a cop, or
like
that kid walked across my grass.
I had neighbors arguing over the placement of a rock.
Yes.
Why do I deal with that?
We don't need cops doing that. We need them to deal with the other stuff. So I'm fine with not sending cops for that kind of stuff.
That's something.
And I don't know.
City manager for.
So
I don't know if
we
you guys ever
reform that
seen
way a little bit. That's fine.
The problem is then that turns into violence.
And then you'll have to.
I don't know
them. Yes.
if you guys ever seen this video or not, but there was a police officer who got called to a black African Americans neighborhood, and because they were complaining the kids were playing basketball in the street. And what did this cop do when he got there? He started playing basketball with them, and it was a white cop.
Yep.
And basically, he told them, "Look, I'd rather you guys be out here doing this than doing something illegal. So just try to keep it down." And then a few weeks later, he went back and took Shaquille O'Neal with him.
I saw that one.
Oh, I gotta see that. That'd be awesome.
I had actually somebody call me on kids throwing a football because it accidentally bounced in the street. I did. Me and my partner started a football game with them. That's what you do. Yeah.
You lost, didn't you?
It was pretty.
Just kidding.
He tackled some 11-year-old. Take that.
That's
bitch.
how old they were.
I
mean, it was great. It made. I mean, that picture went all over the place of us playing football with the kids.
So
I mean, that's what policing is about. It's already about the community. It's about reacting. It's about building trust. That is what is. If there is an agency out there that doesn't want to build community trust, they shouldn't exist.
I agree with that.
You're there to build community trust because who is your eyes and ears? The community.
And although they didn't show
Trust
it a
them.
lot, the peaceful protests, the real ones that took place, I actually saw a lot of the community like hugging cops and helping out cops. They marched together, and I thought that was really cool because that's showing, hey, would they stand with each other? They'll work on the problems.
And I'll tell you what, every cop will stand with you against police brutality.
Yeah,
because it's wrong.
So they don't show it on the news, but there actually was a lot of good stuff that came out of the real protests, not the riots that happened afterwards.
Yeah,
and again, I think Michigan did a really good job of that too.
Then those Antifa bastards went in there and started blowing shit up in a neighborhood they don't even live in.
But
anyways,
you know what? We need to talk about the lighter side.
On a lighter side. Okay.
That's what I was going to say. Can we go into some lighters?
What's the one thing white people cook better than black people?
Mac and cheese.
Meth.
Meth and cheese?
Okay. So here are some weird laws that are still on the books. Thank you, Officer Udy. He's in North Carolina. He's funny dude. Oklahoma. It is illegal for an individual to pleasure themselves while watching two people having extracurricular activities.
Like after school activities?
Inside their car.
Oh, yeah, that's bad.
So they have to you have to physically be watching them in their car in order for it to be illegal.
Yes,
I feel like I can see where that would be illegal.
When you start saying two people doing extracurricular activities, I was like, well, goddamn, they can't watch Pornhub then, can they?
Well, it was in their car. I was thinking like mathletes or something, but
Rick needs to get the porn test.
I've already failed.
Oh,
I'm sure he'll fail.
And you know, also in Oklahoma, it is illegal for a child to jump off of a building with a sheet tied around their neck, pretending to be Superman.
Oh, wow.
I guess that's a good
What parents are letting their kids jump off a building?
If you survive, you're going to jail. No.
That's the same people that decided that they're going to shove chargers up their testicles. So, I mean,
Shove.
Yeah.
What?
And magnetic
Oh
balls.
yeah. I'm like,
Their pee hole.
I'm like, they're shoving cars up there. Yeah. Sorry.
New Mexico, it's illegal for a couple to have extracurricular activities in a car unless they have curtains.
Ooh.
the old shaggin' wagon.
In New Mexico, it's also illegal for a cab driver to pull a customer into their vehicle. Kidnapping.
That's true. I guess you probably shouldn't be doing that.
I was waiting for a school bus joke.
Yeah, but you're the one getting on the bus. The kid's already there.
There's no heads involved, God. Son of a... Never mind. Moving on.
Pennsylvania, illegal to have extracurricular activities with a truck driver inside of a toll booth.
Oh, I mean,
No paying for your toll with some sexy.
plus that holds up traffic. That's
That's
understandable.
right. In Pennsylvania, it's also illegal for a husband to buy alcohol without his wife's permission.
Yeah, happy wife, happy life. You gotta make sure it's okay with her.
There you
Oh,
go.
bull crap. It's happy spouse, happy house. The men deserve to be happy too.
Yeah, but the man's
Yeah.
probably happy if his wife's happy, right?
Part of it.
Sometimes I got to deal with her shit, so I'm a drinking.
In Delaware, here's kind of insulting law. It is illegal for an ugly woman to enter a building full of men without yelling hideous hag.
Wait, where's this at?
Delaware.
So who's judging? If you're
I know.
They have like 4 chairs outside, and there's guys getting
like-
the sign.
Delaware is screwed up.
Like what's considered ugly? Like a 5, 6?
I just want to see that court case where you're defending
I
yourself.
do too.
Does this face fit the definition of ugly?
I am not ugly.
There's actually a whole jury deciding if you're ugly
Like,
or not.
Look
face
here.
is a 3,
Do
but
I
my
look
foot made me an 8.
ugly
It's
to
fine.
you?
They put a bag on my head during the trial, and they said, "Yep, not ugly."
They said, "What's a Lions fan doing in here?"
0-16. Also in Delaware, Justin, you'll enjoy this one. It's illegal for a pilot to fly a plane with an ice cream cone in his back pocket. What
Ooh.
pilot has flown a plane with an ice cream cone in his pocket, and how did it make it to the legislature?
Better yet, how did it get caught with it?
Right.
But he had white stuff out his ass.
I'm more confused. How the hell do you sit down with an ice cream cone in your pocket?
That's a good question.
Right.
One of those.
Maybe that's why, because you
Why-
can't sit down on an ice cream cone in your pocket.
Okay, why is an ice cream cone in your pocket? What good does that even do?
Is there ice cream in that cone, though?
I mean, I can understand it. I can
Oh.
understand maybe it was one of those like astronaut ice cream cones. You know, the ones that don't melt.
No,
They're not in
like we
cones,
used
though.
to get at the museums. When
Oh,
we were
those are
kids.
good. Very good.
In Missouri, it is illegal to worry a squirrel.
To worry a squirrel.
You heard
don't-
that?
You don't
It's
want to worry
illegal
them.
to worry a squirrel.
So I'm gonna have to write you up for what? You see that squirrel over there?
He looks worried.
He stole
Hey,
his nuts. He's worried
Did
that
you
he's not
see
gonna
that
eat
squirrel
them.
run back and forth in front of your vehicle? You worried him,
Yes, he was very worried when you were coming towards him. He was in the middle of the road.
and he
I'm-
didn't know which way to go.
He
So he went the
kinda
wrong
gl-
way.
You made him go up the tree. I'm sorry. We got.
I'm kind of glad Texas doesn't have that rule in like regarding lizards, because at work, if I see a lizard, I will chase it around the building. And a few
Oh, I
times
wanna
I've
see
chased
this.
it. A few times I've chased it into a porta potty where my boss is going to the bathroom, and I hear him yell, and I'm like, yes.
Okay, you got to
Can-
record
can
yourself
you-
chasing a lizard next time.
Can you just see Texas doing like the Scooby Doo run, just trying to chase a lizard? It's
It's kind of what I do. And then I just chase it right into the porta potty every time my boss is in there, and I just gotta hear him like yells, like, yeah.
Zoink, Scooby, win the porta potty.
Alabama, it's illegal to flip a booger into the air. Don't
Ooh.
But
pick
it's
and flick,
legal.
folks.
But it's legal to date your own sister.
So you just eat boogers there or put it in a Kleenex?
Just don't flick it.
Don't
you
flick
can
it.
you can wipe it
all
on a
you
bald
want.
guy.
Oh, okay.
You can take it and wipe it on Rick over here. I mean, that's fine.
Just wipe it on the back of a bald guy.
It's also illegal to drive blindfolded in Alabama.
That's a good law.
Common sense right there.
I agree. I agree with that one. I think that should be law everywhere.
So Ricky Bobby would not be able to be allowed in Alabama. I thought I could feel the car.
Ricky Bobby.
You know, I wonder who started some of these where they had to make them laws. There's old Johnny. He's blindfolded again. Mm-hmm.
He can really feel the car because he's driving good.
Yeah. I think he thinks he's turning left, but he's really inside that stop sign. Mm-hmm.
It's a cougar. In Minnesota, the crazy state that it is illegal for a cat to chase a dog up a light pole. Who gets held accountable? The cat or the cat's owner?
Definitely the cat.
Have you ever seen a cat chase a dog up a light pole?
No, I don't even think that's possible.
I've seen it the other way around.
That's why I want to know how this law is a law.
That's why if it happens, someone's going to jail.
If anybody knows the case law that made these laws go, like the court cases, please send them to our emails.
PoddamnIdiotPodcast@outlook.com.
Or you can send it to us on Twitter at PoddamnIdiotsP1, Poddamn Texas, or Poddamn Ric Spade.
Yes, if you know the answer to these laws, please send us an email. Oh, also in Minnesota, it is illegal for a man to have extracurricular activities with his wife if his breath smells like garlic or onions.
So no spaghetti beforehand.
Wow.
Can I get mine with double with no onions, please? I plan on making.
I like both onions and garlic.
I think most people do.
I do not like onions.
And for the last one for the day, this is some crazy hillbilly bullshit out of Virginia.
Oh boy.
It
Ding,
is
ding, 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 ding.
It's illegal for a bathtub to be kept in your house. It must be kept in your yard.
Well,
What? Start bathing in your front lawn, folks.
Oh, there's old Granny. She's on the lawn again. She got to bathe.
Oh, jeez, oh, Pete. The neighbor's grandma's naked in the front yard again in the bathtub. Oh, my eyes, my eyes.
I wish she'd wear a bikini because, goddamn, them old saggy floppy titties everywhere. Dadgum.
Very interesting.
Would you bathe if the bathtub was in your front lawn?
No, I'll just shower. I'm a shower guy.
If I can wear my ducky swim trunks, maybe, but I'm not about to have my old testicles flopping everywhere.
I'm a shower guy, too. I don't like being in a soup of my own nasty sweat.
Well, Rick, are you ready to give us a movie review?
That's good shit.
I think you keep inching closer to me.
I ain't inching anywhere.
I think you want to be close.
You're the one that keeps trying to touch me inappropriately, but yet you're inching.
Now there's two of me again.
What movie?
He's trying to touch your no-no square.
No
square. Don't touch me there. Don't touch my no-no square.
All right, movie review. Come on, it's way past my bedtime. Let's go.
Okay, so instead of doing a movie review, I actually reviewed an anime. I binge watched for 2 days straight. Future Diary.
Pokemon?
No.
Oh.
You know how many episodes of Pokemon there are? No. I watched 12 seasons, maybe.
Pikachu.
That shit goes on forever.
Pika.
So anyways, I watched The Future Diary starring Yukita and Yugi Agasai, and it was quite interesting. This kid started off just kind of using a diary and noting random things like, oh, there's a rock over here. And he didn't really have any friends, and he thought he was going into this kind of imaginary world he thought he made up. Turned out it was actually the god of the world, and he decided to give everybody a diary. And each diary did something different. His observed things. The girl that he ended up dating, she had a love diary, and it basically said everything that was going to happen to him. And the whole goal was you had to kill off the other people that had diaries. There was 12 in total, and the winner became the god of the new world. So it got very interesting, and then it got muddied, and I got really confused because somehow that girl became psycho as shit. But yeah, it was really crazy. If you really want to know how it ended, it had one of those bittersweet endings, but it had its plot twist. Better than any M. Night Shyamalan sign bullshit. I recommend watching it. You can watch it on Hulu, or you can watch it on the Funimation app. I'm going to give this one 6 out of 10.
60%?
60%. It was great. It wasn't great. It was good. It could have been a lot better, though.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh, my God. We lost the Texas.
We lost him again.
Texas gave that a... Apparently, he didn't like that one.
He was
Apparently,
like,
he's just like, screw this, I'm going to bed.
he was like, this shit sucks. This is a weird episode.
Everything's weird for us today.
And I don't think, and we still got tweets. He was supposed to give his words of wisdom.
Well, maybe Texas will show back up.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Who knows?
In the meantime,
All right.
oh yeah, we ain't even got the Urban Dictionary definition of the week yet.
We're going to need him.
We need Texas.
Otherwise, I got to go find my phone and
Texas.
get on Urban Dictionary and try to come up with a definition.
I think
He's coming back.
And then I'll be like, this is
Hey,
the Urban
welcome
Dictionary
back.
definition of the week. Take it away, Ric Spade. Thank you, Ric Spade.
All right. So,
Well, while he tries to get his audio back and get on the right
it's
system he's
time
on.
for some tweets of the week. All right. So, a couple of funny ones. You know, we got COVID and people getting homeschooled. So, this is what Spaced Mom had to say. The best thing about homeschooling is that now I can add "I'll fail you" to my repertoire of empty parenting threats. But Mom, I don't want to be failed. Mark, the cat whisperer, said, when my wife was younger, she thought she would marry a Navy SEAL. But instead, she just married me, a man with the body of a SEAL. or. It sounds like if I ever get married, that's going to be what their story is. And then Crockett said, in 34 years on this planet, I've learned one very important lesson that I'm going to pass on to you fellas. She can eat your fries. You cannot eat her fries. What? I know. Life's not fair sometimes.
What
And then,
kind
of course,
feministic
I was...
crap is that?
I guess rules are rules. I don't know. But I always like to take a look and see what of our presidential candidates, what are they up to? So Joe Biden said with less than 150 days until Election Day, the stakes couldn't be higher. We've got to fix Facebook to protect our democracy and ensure fair elections. That's right, guys. Apparently, one of the first things Joe Biden's going to do if he becomes president, he's going to fix Facebook.
Take it down. It's the only way to fix it.
It was kind of interesting.
Terrorists.
Hey, that's my line.
Joe Biden also said nothing about the fights we're facing will be easy. Racism has been a fixture in our society for hundreds of years. But I'm ready to get to work on day one. We can't accept anything less from an American president. Yep, because when I was in the Senate and when I was vice president, I wasn't ready to do anything then, but I will be now. That's the one thing against him is he's been in the government so long that's going to be played against him. All right, so you're ready now to fight racism, but you weren't all the 30 or 40 years you were in office?
Oh, I thought I was with Barack. It was fine. He got it for me. Fight
But,
the power.
But don't worry, because although Joe Biden tweets, there is no one in this planet that tweets more than our president.
I know.
Somebody
That
just
motherfucker
leave the
did like
Twitter away from him.
that motherfucker did 12 posts just today.
Let's just say this. If he loses the election, Twitter is going to be the reason, because he cannot control his fingers.
I blame Twitter for losing the 2020
She
election
said.
because they wouldn't let me post any of my videos, and they said it went against complaints and DCMA trademarks and copyright laws.
Yeah. Well, when Donald heard about Seattle, this is what he had to say. Anarchist just took over Seattle, and the liberal Democrat governor just said he knows nothing about that. I don't know.
Yeah, he's okay with it.
Yeah, I don't know how he. I don't know anything about that. There's 6 blocks that are. Oh, we thought we got rid of those 6 blocks.
Those belong to Canada.
Or before, he also tweeted, "Domestic terrorists have taken over Seattle, run by radical left Democrats, of course.
Terrorist.
Law and order." I like he just wanted to let everyone know he was watching Law and Order as well.
You know, ever since you
Price
said
is
that
right.
last week,
Criminal
Big Bang
intent.
Theory.
last
Make
week,
a deal.
ever since you mentioned that last week, every day now, my phone pops up a Twitter message that says nothing from him but Law and Order.
I know, it's so funny.
Like there's
wanna
nothing
see-
else. It's just President Trump has tweeted Law and Order.
Mine doesn't do that.
I feel like every time that our Twitter thing does that, I think we need to reply. What else are you watching there, Don?
I know. Or which one? Law and Order, SVU.
SVU, Criminal Intent, the British one.
Hashtag Law and Order. It was a repeat.
Law and Order, ... unit.
Labor of Love. I watched that the other night.
Please don't go into detail.
I mean, it's really
You
entertaining.
don't know
Okay?
about your labors of love.
No, really,
Maybe-
everyone's competing to knock up this girl.
Hey,
but
wait,
she's
hey.
actually pretty serious. But okay, here's
Next week we'll go into Labor of Love. Please, it's already 11:30 here. I gotta be up
Alright.
at 5.
It's 12:20.
I'm just gonna tell
I
you.
love
this,
you,
though.
but
In The Bachelor, when people leave, they leave crying. When they leave Labor of Love, they leave like laughing and peeing in the bushes. But anyway, okay.
Hanging in the bushes.
Donald Trump also.
Wait.
wait, I gotta know about peeing in the bushes now. You can't just leave me for a week about peeing in the bushes.
So this guy got she let him go because truthfully he was kind of immature and stuff like that.
It wasn't Matt Stryker, was it?
No, I don't remember what his name was.
So the
That's
way he
like-
got back at her was peeing in the bushes.
So he left, and when they walked to the car and stuff, whatever. So before he got to the car, he started peeing in the bushes, and she looks out the window and sees him peeing right below her window, and she's like, I think I made a good decision.
Peeing on the window.
You gotta go.
Okay.
And then the guy just, the other thing is, they pack their own bags into the SUV and leave. They don't have the same budget as Bachelor where they can afford to have someone take the bags for them, which is funny.
Okay.
It's different, but all right, Donald Trump, he knows more than any of us humans do. And he said, "The Federal Reserve is wrong so often. I see the numbers also and do much better than they do. We will have a very good third quarter, a great fourth quarter, and one of our best years ever in 2021. We will also soon have a vaccine and therapeutic cure. That's my opinion. Watch."
Therapeutic here.
I guess. Therapeutic / cure.
Sit in the hot tub, get some therapeutic water, and you're cured.
Fucking acupuncture? I mean, what the fuck are we doing
I
here?
mean, what is this?
I just like how
You could have got a massage and got rid of COVID all along.
he knows a lot.
As-
he knows
as
a lot
long-
more.
As
got a
long as you get the
prostate
happy
massage.
ending.
And then
You've got to
Got rid
get the
of COVID.
massage with the happy ending, and that'll get rid of
Since-
COVID.
this was the most controversial tweet of the week that I think he probably definitely 100% shouldn't have said. Buffalo protester shoved by police could have been Antifa provocator. 75-year-old Martin Junro was pushed away after appearing to scan police communications in order to black out the equipment. I watched. He fell harder than was pushed. Was aiming scanner. Could be a setup.
Where's his intel coming from?
I don't. I was going to the nursing home the other day, and I think they were definitely planning an attack.
You can read my mind.
75-year-olds to 80-year-olds are very dangerous. I bet the whole blood coming out of the head thing was a trick.
I got all my stuff from TikTok.
I just really, let's
Josh
be.
is asleep.
It doesn't. I don't think it matters.
Time for the Urban Dictionary Word of the Week.
I don't think it matters what your opinion is when it comes to that whole
I had
incident.
to wake you up.
The guy definitely was not. I don't think he was Antifa, and I don't think he was faking it.
He
You
could
should
have
not
been.
tweet that. But all right, we always got to end with a nice positive tweet from our man Arnold, right? And here's what Arnold
Hey,
said.
Arnold.
Yeah.
Hey, Arnold!
Hey, Arnold.
I like-
Man,
He actually said this a little while back. He hasn't been tweeting as much.
All right, move it, football
Don't
head.
believe you want to live.
Arnold, you need to be tweeting some more. But he said, the greatness of America doesn't come from the status quo. It comes from our constant struggle to live up to our promise. I'm ready to listen and work to make America better every day. Are you? And yes, the answer is of course. I'm ready to make America better as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So thank you, Arnold. And yeah, those are the tweets of the week.
But you know what it is time for?
Oh my gosh, it is time for.
It's the Urban Dictionary definition of the week. Take it away, Texas.
All right, Jay Hizzle, I'm giving you a softball this week.
Softball.
Better than
Can
hard.
you tell me what blue balls are?
I know that one.
Wait, yeah, I actually know what it is.
Experience?
No, I just once someone said like, "Do you have blue balls?" And I was thinking, what does having blue balls have to do anything? Would that be like, like a baseball that's painted blue that you play catch with? So that's what I used to think. And then someone told me, they're like, well, no, that's what happens. Maybe you get turned on and stuff, but then things are happening, but then you don't get to finish. And
Terrorist.
yes. And so it's something painful that a man experiences. And that literally is what blue balls are. But when I was little, maybe before high school, I thought that blue balls were just like blue baseballs that you play catch with.
And how do you get rid of blue balls?
Either you have to pleasure yourself or find someone to pleasure you for you.
And finish. You got to repeat.
Well, yeah, finish. You got to finish.
If you're not finishing, you're not getting rid of it.
Yeah, so if the pressure builds up, you got to let it go somewhere.
Oh, please tell me he's wrong and it's something stupid.
Let it go. Actually, no. I gave him a softball this week because he's been so wrong on so many of these. So
I feel like
I know, but that's what makes it fun.
I thought I was right on a lot.
Don't worry.
So he had a whole story with this one, so it was good.
So
we'll get back to him, but
All right. Well, we can't just do one definition. So
it's the bonus Urban Dictionary definition of the week. Take it away, Texas.
All right. Can any of you guys tell me what docking is?
I actually know this one, so I'm going to let Be Slow do it.
Isn't that the foreskin comes over the other foreskin?
Jay Hizzle?
I'm pretty sure docking has to do with when people go up into outer space. And yeah, that's what docking is. The astronauts just did it. I think Bob and Doug were their names.
Oh, Bob and Doug.
So yeah, they went up in their spaceship and like that, and then they got up into space, and then there's something called the International Space Station, and there's some guys in there. Maybe there's girls in there too. I don't know. But then they all realized they had to dock with each other so that two people can enter into the station where the other people are. And so what they do is, I think it's all automated now, and it's a little bit of a process. But what happens is, the spaceship kind of comes into the space station, and then these little things go, and like one tube goes over the other, and then it airlocks. And then the astronauts are able to go through into the space station. And that's what docking is. Or it can also be, if you're not in space, when you're on a boat and you almost won't, but you don't. And then there's a dock, and you bring your boat up to the dock, and then you try not to take the dock out, and then you tie your boat up and you get off. But anyway, I bet I was definitely right on that.
You were pretty close with your tubes there. Take it away, Texas.
Go ahead, Ric Spade. You know what it is. I'll let you do this one.
Oh, go ahead. You got the full definition. I don't have it all in front of me.
Do you guys dock often?
No.
No.
No, if you're docking, you got something wrong with you.
Oh, so you don't dock at all?
Docking. Two men are gathered. One is circumcised, the other not circumcised. The non-circumcised individual places his erect penis to the tip of the other gentleman, who pulls his foreskin over both the heads and proceeds to jerk each other off.
I was right.
I'm pretty sure they stole that from the outer space.
So when you said they had to practice docking with each other,
I mean, it's all automated.
If that's what Bob and Doug are doing, far be it from me.
like, oh, Bob and Doug.
What got me when he was like, you got to put the tubes over each other
Yeah, and airlock them.
and airlock them.
Because
Docking.
Because
Don't
it's gotta be
use the
time.
vacuum.
You got to make sure the liquid don't get out because you got to put the foreskin. Never mind.
Space is
Suck the ball
space
inside.
is a vacuum. But all right, I think it's come to the end where we have some words of wisdom. Obviously crazy times out there. So as we always remind everyone, I know everyone has their own opinion. Try to respect other people and be kind. Rewind, no, but be kind to others. My quotes today come from some really wise people. The first comes from the great Obi-Wan Kenobi. He says, "You will find that many of the truths we cling to depend greatly on our point of view." Basically, what he's saying is, don't be closed-minded. Your truth is not everyone else's truth. So remember that. Keep an open mind.
A mind is like a parachute. It doesn't work if it's not open.
That's true, and it's also very tough because you cannot rip that stuff. And then the other one comes from a great master, Master Yoda. He said,
Impossible to see the future is.
and what he meant by that is don't stress about the far off. Instead, work to make the future you want.
I like it.
Here's good advice you to give. Texas, take it away.
All right. I've got two this week as well. The first one, I don't know who it's by, but it says, never regret a day in your life. Good days give you happiness. Bad days give you experience. Worst days give you lessons. And the best days give you memories.
I like that. That's very true.
I like a lot of your quotes you do.
I know. You find really good ones.
And the second one is by Mark Twain. This one I actually have, this one's mine. In 20 years, you will be more disappointed by what you didn't do than by what you did.
That's right.
I can see that. So do everything, right?
Live long and prosper.
Spock. Good old Spock. Jay's like, yeah. He hasn't watched Star Trek enough to practice this a lot when you were kids.
There you go.
It's Vader time.
Be slow. What do you got from Abe Lincoln today?
My two quotes come from my hero, Abraham Lincoln. They kind of are relatable.
Gee, Rick,
today.
how'd you know?
Okay, so first, you can fool all the people some of the time and some of the people all the time, but you cannot fool all of the people all the time. Something that people need to take into account today.
So don't fool people.
Another
Be
one.
honest.
I am a firm believer in the people. If given the truth, they can be depended upon to meet any national crisis. The great point is to bring them the real facts.
The real what?
Facts.
Oh, okay. I thought we trust truth over facts.
Okay, Biden. Biden does not meet Abraham Lincoln's expectations.
I like that one though. That's good.
Ric Spade.
All right.
Take us out.
So, my inspirational quote comes from one of my heroes, another person I got a tattoo from, the Ultimate Warrior. Every man's heart one day beats its final beat. His lungs breathe a final breath. And what that man did in his life makes the blood pulse through the body of others and makes them bleed deeper and something larger than life. Then his essence, his spirit, will be immortalized.
Forever.
Forever. All right. So, thank you everybody today for joining the Poddamn Idiots podcast. Please like and share our Facebook page at the Poddamn Idiots podcast. You can reach us at Twitter at Poddamn Ric Spade, at Poddamn Texas, or at Poddamn Idiots P1, and by email at poddammidiots@outlook.com. Also, Like our YouTube page at the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast and subscribe. These episodes, they drop on Tuesday on YouTube and sometime during the week on Facebook. And also, like, subscribe, give us a 5-star review on your preferred podcast app of choice like Apple, Google, Stitcher, Podbean. Those drop on Monday. Except for Google. They drop on Wednesday. Whatever. And please tell your friends, family, loved ones, the creepy friend trying to give you a hand job while on camera, the girls that hit on you at the gym, the girls that don't like you at the gym, the hot waiter or waitress at your local restaurant, the girl who draws your blood at the medical lab and then pokes you several times because you insult her, your ex's new boyfriend, your drug dealer, any random person that you feel like doing it to, and anyone else you come across, tell them to check out the Poddamn Idiotz podcast.